Hello guys, now that you guys know that Cisco has rebooted its CCI certification tracks, how does the annual package keep up with it? Let's take a look at it. First of all, in this particular video, I'm going to take a look at what is the major change in the CCI certification tracks. How does the annual package help you? We'll give you details about that. I'll also give you details about a special annual package deal that I'll be giving out, which will really help you not only with the current CCI certification, but also ensuring your investment in yourself in terms of technology knowledge for the next couple of years. All right? And then I'll give you content information if you do want to avail the offer. How do you get hold of me? The first thing is the certification track. What they did in the certification track, and I have a detailed couple of videos about that, they got rid of all the specific CCNA certification that they have. Instead, they have a generic CCNA certification with a bit of your switching, bit of wireless, bit of routing, bit of services, bit of security, and a bit of automation in the same CCNA. All right? Then at the professional level, again, they made major changes. First of all, they made sure all the different professional level certification have the same common testing format, in the sense that all of them will have a core exam and an elective to achieve the professional level certification, whether it's for CCNP Enterprise. By the way, that's the new name for route switch and wireless combined at the professional level. All right, so one core, one elective. The core is the core exam for that particular track. So there'll be a CCNP Enterprise core, CCNP Security core, Service Provider core, Data Center core, CCNP Collaboration. Now, if you're just going for the professional level certification, you would just need to take one more elective. For example, for CCNP Security, you might want to go into the firewalling section, or you might want to go into ICE. So if you take the firewall exam plus the core, you become a CCNP Security. Not only that, for each exam that you take, you get a Cisco Specialist certification as well. So right by getting CCNP Security, you got 3 certifications given to you guys. Not only that, when you take this core exam, they no longer have the CCIE written exam anymore. The core exam from the specific professional track acts as your qualification exam for your lab. So if you want to take the lab, rather than taking the written exam, which does not exist anymore, you need to take the core. So that does a couple of things for you. Number one, it sends you halfway into your professional level exam. Not only that, it gives you a specialist level certification for that. At this time, written does not give you anything. And then you can go into the different tracks that you have. For example, for Enterprise Core, it gives you access to both the enterprise infrastructure and the CCIE Enterprise Wireless as well. For security, service provider, data center, and collaboration, it's that specific core exam that you need to take. So that's from the perspective of getting prepared for the lab exam. Now, what about the annual package? I've been running the annual package for the last 2.5 years. Basically what it is, it's a program that I run on the weekend for people that are working in the field. It runs on the weekend. I'm doing constant classes and have been doing constant classes for the last 2 years. Every weekend I've been doing classes. I have 3 classes going on every weekend. They're done in 3 slots. Slot 1, and again, all these times are based on the Dubai time, which, if you want to convert it over, is GMT +4. Go on Google and they'll convert the time for you. In the first slot, which happens on a Saturday as well as on a Sunday, I'll run 1 track. It's going to be from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. So basically 4-hour tracks twice a week, so it's 8 hours a week. And in order to finish a track, it generally will take me roughly around 50 to 60 hours. So depending on how the class is going, I'll probably be able to finish it in about 2 months, about 8 to 9 weeks. The second slot that I run, slot 2, also on the weekend, but it's only running on Saturdays. This slot is from 6 p.m. Dubai time. Oops, not 6 m, p.m. and 6 p.m. Dubai time till 12 midnight a.m. That's my second slot. This goes for 6 hours a week. And again, if it's a 60-hour class or 54-hour class, it generally takes about 2 months to finish. And my third one, the third slot, and all these slots are always running on the weekend. So you guys know what I'm doing on the weekends. Weekends are my weekdays. CCNP, sorry, not CCNP, 6 p.m. to 12 a.m. Again, same time, but on a Sunday only. Again, 6 hours a week. So I'm doing, for example, I might be doing security on this track, on this day. Or actually, I'll just put the current schedule that I have. Right now, I'm going to be running the security track over here. I'm going to be running the route switch track over here, which are starting this particular weekend, which is on 22nd June. This is starting on the 22nd of June. And if you're looking the video later on, it is 2019, and this is on the 23rd of June, 2019. All right? And this one, currently I'm running the CCIE SP, and I combine it with my CCD class, combine them into two. This is an ongoing class. This is probably about another 2 to 3 weeks to finish, and in this particular slot, I'll probably start the data center once this class finishes. And that's what I do. I keep on rotating the classes in these particular slots. All right, and I've been doing this for the last 2.5 years. I'll show you towards the end of the video some web pages that you can go to and check the testimonials about what I cover in those classes. All right, so those are the classes that I've been running for the last, I would say, 2.5 years now. What does the annual package give you? Basically, it gives you access to all my classes, online classes, for a period of 1 year. So if you want to attend all my classes on the weekends, be with me for the entire year, repeat the classes as many times as you want, you will be able to do that. These are all CCI level classes. So you will have access to CCI route switch right now, security, SP, data center, and CCD. These are the 5 tracks that I run. Okay? You have unlimited class retakes that you can take. Not only that, if you happen to miss a class for whatever reason, at the start of the class, I create what is known as a distribution list, an email list, and at the end of the class, once the file renders the next day, I will send that link to you so you get a chance to get a recorded video of the class as well. In addition to being able to attend the live class, you also get a recorded video, so just in case you happen to miss it, you want to go watch a movie that weekend, your family's not allowing you to see the classes, you still have access to the video. Each track comes with its own workbooks, which has labs. So you have the ability to, actually this should be wrong, this is wrong over here. Put this thing over here. Goes with that. The workbooks are included for each track. Basically for route switch, I have a workbook. Security, I have a lab workbook. SP, the same thing. Data center, the same thing. CCD, I have 2 simulation lab exams that I give you and go through it in the class. So the workbooks are also provided. These are the different boot camps that are included in the package. All this for the entire year is for $3,000. All right, and this has been going on for the last couple of years. I've been doing it. Now, if you really look at it, if you do get a chance to attend all the classes, you get a particular track. For example, you took all 5 tracks, which I recommend that you do. Each track is for just $600. No comma, just $600. And you have retakes, as many retakes that you want. You can re-attend the class. I don't really care whether it's 2 people in the class or 20 people. I still need to say the same thing. So more people the merrier, more questions, better off it is. So the cost of this package was $3,000, is $3,000. All right. What are the different technologies that you cover, that I cover in this class? So not only from the perspective of the certification, if you also look at it from the perspective of the knowledge that you gain. Let's say you want to implement a project and the project entails going through and taking a look at let's say ACI, and you have no knowledge about ACI, you can always attend that portion of the class. So it gives you a lot of different flexibility or benefits in terms of understanding the different technologies that are being covered. These are a list of some of the technologies that I cover in the annual package as part of the different tracks: routing protocols, RIP-v2, RIP-NG for IPv6, EIGRP, IPv4, IPv6, OSPF v2, v3, ISIS, BGP, a whole bunch of different protocols, switching technologies, the different STP flavors, VLAN, ACL, SPAN, VTP, everything. Multicast routing, quality of service, security. You do ASA 9.x, you do VPNs, you do ACS, you do FTD, you do the ESA, WSA. This is all part of the CCI security track. ICE, wireless security, everything is covered. MPLS unicast routing, intra-AS, inter-AS, MPLS VPN, multicast MPLS VPN, traffic engineering, and you can pick on any of these technologies as part of your learning process. So it's not just for the certification it's not just for doing the certification, it's also enhancing your skill set so you become more valuable to your company. In terms of the Nexus, you do the 7K, the 9K, 5K, 2K, you do storage switching based on your Nexus or the MDS, UCS, VXLAN, ACI, some of the data center technologies. I will also be adding these 3 specific topics which are not there, and these will be added in 2019. These 3 specific topics are the ones that are heavy on the new tracks, the ones that are announced right now for 2020, actually not 2019, sorry. This will be starting in 2020, right? I will be covering specific classes that are just geared for SDA, SD-WAN, automation using Python, JSON, Ansible, Puppet, Chef, all these different programming languages, so that you have a feel of automation as well, which is an integral part of all the CCI tracks. So these are the things that you're getting in the present annual package, which has been going on for the last couple of years. And as I said, I'll give you some testimonials, links to some of the testimonials for the annual package, the way it's written, currently running. Now, with the reboot that has taken place for the CCIE tracks, how does the annual package keep up with it? A year is not good enough with all the different changes that have happened. So what I've decided to do, for a limited time, for probably for this month and next month, I'm going to make a deal in which you have the ability to acquire the annual package for not 1 year, but for 2 years, which will include all the classes. This year it's going to be route switch. Next year it's going to be enterprise. So your investment in your learning is kept. So you can do route switch this year. You pass the exam, great. You don't pass the exam, well, you're covered. Next year you're going to take the enterprise exams. No extra cost as part of the annual package. For the next 2 years, any changes that occur in the CCIE tracks, the ones that I'm covering, will be covered by the annual package. CCIE security, this year it's going to be version 5. Next year it is going to be version 6. So again, you're covered over there as well. Same thing with the service provider track. And if you want to take a look at what changes are occurring between the different versions, I have a separate video just on that. I'll cover that next year. CCI data center, the current one, version 2, and the next year it's going to be version 3. CCDE, they haven't changed right now, so it's going to stay the same until they announce any changes. If they do, I'll cover you up on that as well, because you're signed up for 2 years. All right. Now, as I said, all the classes are recorded. I have a bunch of different students that are from the West Coast in the US. The problem with that is the timing. These timings, sometimes they don't help, especially the track that's running in the morning. It's too early to wake up, especially on the weekend. So what they've done is they sign up for the class, and what I do is I provide them the recorded classes. So every class that is done, at the end of the class, I'll send them the session, and if they have any questions, they send me an email and I answer back to them. You'll get a copy of each and every class that you do. Whether you're in class or you're missing the class, you'll get a recorded copy of the class once you sign up for the class. So at the start of the class, I'll say, hey, listen, I'm starting a route switch class this weekend. So whoever is part of the annual package can tell me that I want to be part of that class. Whether they physically attend it or not, doesn't matter. I'm going to put them on the list and they'll get the video automatically. Now what I'm doing right now, because I know there's a lot of emphasis on trying to pass the exam, what I'm going to be doing for the route switch and security track, the current tracks, which are route switch V5 and security V5. These two tracks for 2019, I'm going to do a couple of super labs, which is basically like a mock 100% lab, and I'm going to demonstrate that lab to you guys. Not only am I going to demonstrate that to you guys, I'm also going to be providing you the lab so you guys can do it on your own. I am also planning on doing about 6 boot camps this year, 6 physical boot camps that will be conducted in places like San Jose. I'll publish the schedule on my website once I finalize it. I'm going to do one in New York, one in Dubai, London is also on the radar, and I'm planning probably doing Brussels. I haven't finalized it, and probably do another one in India, maybe Bangalore. I'll let you know the schedules in terms of the physical schedule. So if you want to attend the physical class, it is also part of the package. So any physical class that I do, you have access to it. All right, we'll publish the schedule on my website. Just like the previous annual package, the workbooks for each track and the updated workbooks when it goes from, for example, route switch to enterprise, I'll publish them. When it goes from CCI security V5 to V6, I'll publish them. Same holds good for SP and the data center tracks. Now besides that, I'm also starting 2000, this should be 20, not 19. Starting 2020, I'm going to do specific classes that are just going to focus on the new technologies like the FTD, the SDA, the SD-WAN, the Python, the scripting part of it. I'm going to do specific technology-based classes just on that, not from the perspective of the CCI security or CCI route switch. I am going to do it from the perspective of the technology itself. So if you want to upgrade yourself to SDA, SD-WAN, you have access to those technology classes as well. These technology classes, I am going to be, normally if somebody wants to get into my SDA class, will be for $1,500. So that class or SD-WAN is $1,500. These classes are all part of the package. So it always makes sense to go with the package. And what's the cost of this package? The cost does not change. So that's the special deal that I was announcing on different of my pages. It's still $3,000. So it's for that $3,000, you are getting a whole bunch of different stuff for the next 2 years. So it will allow you the ability to grow in your job, in your careers, by equipping yourself with updated skills that are being used, are in demand in the industry at this current time. All right, so how do you contact that? How do you sign up for it? Any information that you need about this, you can send me an email. The best email, I have a bunch of different emails. This is the email that I check the most. khawarb@khawarb.com. Send me an email. I'll send you more details. If you have any specific questions about the tracks, send it to me. I'll be more than happy to answer them for you, the questions that you have. Any questions about the annual package, or if you want to sign up directly. All right, the different websites that I have, khawarb.com, networkershome.com, kbschool.online. All these websites will have information about the tracks. So send me but for right now, I'm just still in the process of updating the websites. So if it's not up to date, send me an email and I'll update the website. The best way to contact me, as I said, is this email over here. Now, some of the testimonials, if you want to take a look at it, you can take a look at it on either of the two websites. khawarb.com, testimonials.php, or alumni-speak.php.com on kbschool.online. Either one is fine, just to take a look at what the annual package is all about. I also have my YouTube channel. You can always go over there, search on YouTube. for my name, and you should see a channel that is dedicated for new videos. I've also actually, you should be seeing that because this is the link for my YouTube channel. All right. So that's what the annual package is. It will cover your updates. Any updates that have happened into the CCI market will be covered in this particular annual package. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop me an email at khawarb@khawarb.com. Be more than happy to answer your questions. See you guys in the classes. Oh, one more thing, one last thing before I sign off. There are 2 classes, as I said, that are starting this weekend. You're free to join in for a demo session. Again, send me an email over here. If you want to start the security track, it is getting started on the 22nd of June. The timing is 6 p.m. Dubai time. I'll give you an introduction on the track. The 23rd is the new class for route switch. Same time. One's on a Saturday class, the other one is a Sunday class. Thanks for taking the time to view this video. Hopefully you will take advantage of this annual package. Bye now.